Okay, so today we are going to learn about titrations and the different types of titrations, as well as what a titration is in general. So, this is the most basic model of a titration. And basically, the main purpose of any titration is just to find the concentration of a substance. So usually under normal circumstance, the substance we want to find is the analyte within the sample, which is always in the conical flask, and usually the titrant, which you find in the burette. We always know the concentration of it. Of course, there are a few exceptions, but under normal circumstances, the analyte is always the one with the unknown concentration. So yes, basically the reason we do titration is we want to find out the concentration of an unknown substance. So there are different types of titrations which we will tackle on and also do examples for each. So we have complexation titrations, which involves finding the concentration of metal ions. They do this by forming complexes with a titrant, for example, EDTA. Then we have redox titrations, which involves the transfer of electrons between a titrant and analyte. We have precipitation titrations, which at the end of our titration we form a precipitate, which is that insoluble solid substance. And then last but not least, we have acid-base titrations, which involves neutralization of acid and bases to find either the concentration of our acid or of our base. But of course, we will get into the details and also get to do an example for each one of these so that we can be able to easily identify um, which titration is which. And another important thing is at the end of our titration, how we are able to identify that our compounds have really reacted. We reach a point that is known as the equivalence point. Let me just the equivalence point. Yes, so this is the point where our compound, which is our analyte and our which is our titrant and our analyte, they have reached equilibrium, right? So they change color. So this is an indication that they have reacted completely with each other. Yes, but also we will get into it more as we get into more examples.